Howdy, guys. So I wanted to do this video even before going any further with this gentleman through LinkedIn that would like me to help talk about this issue, to try and use my platform to try and help in any way that I can. So the issue is with the Rohingya people. Now, just looking it up, and I encourage all of you to Google this. Just type in Rohingya, and that's Rohingya. So R is in Ratatouille, O is in Obi-Wan Kenobi, H is in Happy, I is in Iago, N is in Neverland, G is in Goofy, Y is in Yzma, put your hands in the air, and A is in Ariel, okay? Now, I'm just going to give a couple little pieces, key points out of Wikipedia because that's just one of the first things I pulled up. And then I'm going to go from there. So, the Rohingya people, according to the Rohingyas and some scholars, they are indigenous to the, and forgive me if I pronounce anything wrong, I don't mean any disrespect to anyone on planet Earth, the Rakhine state, while other historians claim that the group represents a mixture of pre-colonial and colonial immigrants. Keywords, immigrants. The official stance of the Myanmar government, however, has been that the Rohingyas are mainly illegal immigrants who migrated into the Arakan following Burmese independence in 1948 or after the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971. Now, as far as the people with the significance in population, okay, Myanmar, which is where I've got a lot of my fans, and I just love my fans, especially in Myanmar, because I didn't even know that existed until I started seeing people pop up and they were, in Myanmar. So I love you. Now, the biggest population of the Rohingya people is 1 to 1.3 million, and that's in Myanmar. Followed by going down the ladder here with Saudi Arabia, you have like 400,000. In Bangladesh, there's 300,000 to 500,000. In Pakistan, there's 200,000. In Thailand, there's 100,000. In Malaysia, there's 40,070. India has 36,000, Indonesia has 11,941, and Nepal has 200. Their language is Rohingya, and their religion is Islam, or Islamic, whatever you want to say. So, understand that there's a lot of these people. Okay, now, I personally am here in America, and we here in America, whether you like our president or dislike, that's not the issue. We seem to have a problem with immigration. So, the biggest problem, or the biggest percentage, or the biggest name being thrown out there to the public with my own country and the issues of illegal immigration is with the quote unquote Mexicans. Now, that's rude just by calling them Mexicans because some of them aren't even from Mexico. Okay, but we'll just set all that rudeness aside and I'm just going to continue forth in my little piece of a statement here. And I really hope it helps, dude. There's so much that you can look up on the Rohingya issue. Like I said, it's basically persecution in and around Myanmar, where I do personally have a lot of my fans, and I think they're some of the greatest that I've got. I mean, and that's no disrespect to any of them in any location, but, some of these people that have written to me from Myanmar alone, they're so nice. Now, this is all centered around illegal immigration. We have seen all over the news, whether you're here in America or otherwise, how that's a problem for some people. Now, with America, where I am and where I've been born and raised, I might have a different point of view than other people around the world. Okay. Now, America has always been thought of being one of the richest countries in the world, so maybe my views might be a little differently than, say, somebody in a very poor part of the world. And I just want to say that with me and my own personal stance and where I come from, where I've been born and raised, America is thought of and titled as and quoted as or whatever being a melting pot. And that's one of the things that our country has been founded on and, has really come to embrace, and yet at the same time, no. I think racism is not cool. Not with me, not anyone. It doesn't get you anywhere, and it just means that you're a crappy person and you suck. Now, if it's a matter of you don't want these people to come into your country or state or whatever because you're afraid that they'll take away jobs. Like I know for here, even in upstate New York, where, I'm originally from, having Mexicans come in and take all the jobs is a really big problem for some people, and I've lost a lot of friends along the way because of the way I'm just like, hey, dude, if they're more qualified than you are, what's your problem? Because when it comes to, and my nose itches, I'm sorry, when it comes to like an employer's stance, having to employ people, it shouldn't really be all about what color or race you're employing, but who is in fact the better for the position. And that is why a lot of people that I personally have grown up with have issues. Not to quote Ab Fab, but I love the TV show Ab Fab, right? But they have a lot of problem with it because they feel as though they're having jobs and anything and everything taken away from them. Well, on a religious standpoint, with what I'm getting into with enlightenment and so on, because my show is God Bless Freemasonry, it's the enlightenment, it's the quantum mechanics of enlightenment and Freemasonry, and all throughout time and history that's been recorded, we are supposed to love one another, see each other as being equal, and there is always going to be, from the standpoint of God to the human race, like if God were to tell you, there's more than enough for everyone, nobody is taking away from you. Whether you feel as though they're taking away all your jobs, like some of the people in this town feel so much hatred towards other colors. Hate is not of God. God is good. Hate is just, it gets you nowhere. Now, if we can all learn to just relax, chill out, understand that there will always be enough. An example, the entertainment industry, which I am in, there's always going to be enough work. There's always going to be enough films and television and everything for everyone. Now, they don't always choose everyone. They go with the best look, which in this industry, your looks have a lot to do with it. And my hair growing back out might hinder me from work. So I can understand where, if an employer that isn't all equal opportunity wants to say, well, because you're of darker skin or, a different, country, like you come from wherever, they may not hire you. You might have to struggle a little bit more than somebody from that area. I personally think that's wrong. There's not much I can do about it. If I was the richest man on the planet, I'd employ everyone. And I would, I'd just give away tons of money if I had tons of money to give away. Like I've got fans in other parts of Africa and everything that want me to give money all the time. And I'm like, dude, I just don't have it. If I did, I would. So I think the government there, if that's what it's to be called, who's controlling this whole thing, I really think you just need to relax, chill out, and stop looking at it as a sense of these people are coming in and they're taking up all our land and all our jobs and whatever. Because God is a provider. If you provide jobs for people and you're of equal opportunity for people, you will have more to employ with. Understand how God and the universe works. If you're coming at this in a sense of limitation, there's not enough here for you, then there will never be enough for anyone there. If you're looking at it in a sense of, I don't understand how we're going to employ all these people, give them housing and so on, or help them get housing, but we will find a way. We will make do. We will do what we can to help. The human race needs to stop with their mindset, get off their little high horse of what can you do for me and turn more into how can I be of service and what can I do to help. The more you help, the more you have to give to help. Do you understand? I'm sure you do. But when it comes to issues like this, nobody wants to acknowledge such things. So they're Islamic, and apparently you're not. Here for our country, so these people are Catholic and Christian and all of that are coming into our country, and that seems to be a problem, yet that sort of a religion is a very big part of our country. All it is just the fact that you don't want to help people. You're stuck up for no reason. So what is that going to do for you? It's not going to get you very far. The less you offer as in assistance to other people, to be of service to other people and to try and help mankind no matter where they're coming from. All right, so the more you can help, the more you will have to give to help. That will in turn help your people. But by keeping it all in, oh no, you can't come here and you can't do this and we can't help you, and God is going to say, okay, you will not have enough to give. You will not have enough to help people, and you are going to suffer, and your people are going to suffer. Now, with the ways of the world, it is a domino effect. The more you provide good, the more of service you can be, just pull everyone in. Let them come into your country. Let them have jobs and homes. And you will ultimately have more jobs and homes to help with, and even with your own people. By saying, no, don't come in here. Don't take our jobs. We're going to destroy the land that you have worked so hard for and call you immigrants and all of that. You as a country are going to face more and more hardships on your own people as it comes about. It is a domino effect, and it is from God. So if you just drop all your crap and you're able to help people, set aside all your petty ways and your racist ways. Now, some people out there might be all thinking, ooh, he said racist. That's a good thing. When I say racist, to me in my mind, that's not a good thing. When I say racist to somebody, when I say like, you're a racist, dude. To me, that tells me that you, as a racist, be it, the color of their skin or where they come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what the actual definition is. If I say you're a racist human being, that tells me that what I'm actually saying to you is not a good thing. That's not a compliment. You are one of the crappiest human beings on planet Earth, and God's going to get even with you. God's going to make your people suffer. Do you want your own people to suffer? Probably not. Probably not. Now, there's another point here that I just wanted to read here real quick. Let me scroll down. This has been going on for a long time, apparently. Not just here in America with our own stuck up, racist, pathetic ways, but in other parts of the world as well. And not just here with the Rohingya people. Now, in this section here on the Wikipedia, when you pull up the Rohingya, there's a section here called Human Rights and Refugee Status. It says the Rohingyas' freedom of movement is severely restricted, and the vast majority of them have effectively been denied Burmese citizenship. It also goes on to say that they are also subjected to various forms of extortion and arbitrary taxation, land confiscation, forced eviction, and house destruction, and financial restrictions on marriage. Amnesty International 2004. So the Amnesty International 2004 is, or in 2004, is when they posted that little tidbit. So, how are you going to help your own people with having all of these immigrants come in, right? So I'm speaking to the government here. How are you going to help people and deal with all your own problems that you've got facing, with a lack of jobs and a lack of financial resources and so on, if you're doing all this kind of thing, in way of negative, because all this stuff that I just read, that's not positive. Do you understand? By helping other people, you are in turn helping yourself. By helping other people come into your country, you are in turn helping your own country survive. I think all of this, we just need to stop all the crap. And typically, I'm having a hard time speaking because I just want to tell you what's what and speak words that aren't really positive words. Like, I want to swear at you. And by swearing at you, I don't mean let's swear on the Bible. No, dude, I want to say bad words. I think you're horrible, deplorable human beings. If you're going to go as far as denying people citizenship, that doesn't mean you're a good person. If you want to go as far as extortion, arbitrary taxation, land confiscation. So these people have come in and worked real hard to acquire a piece of land for their family, and forced eviction and house destruction. So you're going to go as far as taking away the land that they've worked hard for and bulldozing their house down so that they don't have anywhere to live. And restricting them financially. So you're making these people desperately trying to have a better life for their families. I think if somebody's going to go to another country, wherever they are, wherever we are, right? If you're going to pick up all that you know in your family in hopes of trying to have a better life somewhere else because it's just not good for you where you are, nothing should be getting in your way. No people should be getting in your way. No bulldozer should be getting in your way. No government should get in your way. Because if all you want to do is help your family have a better life and provide a better life for your children and your grandchildren and, generations down the road, you just want to be able to help provide a better life for them. To be able to have a meal at the end of a night and to be able to have more than one meal a day and to be able to have a roof over their head when it's raining and snowing, or if in your location it doesn't snow, Who are you to take all that away from people and restrict people and take away their land and bulldoze their houses down so they don't even have a place to live and they don't have food to eat to provide for their children? I'll pull out so you can see this is my middle finger. Now put in the actual words that I want to say to go along with it. And that's to your government and to your crappy, pathetic little people. Do I ever want to go over and see your country and how fabulous it is? Well, not if you're going to be doing all this to all these kinds of people that just want to come in and have a better life for them and their family. If you're willing to put your life on the line to provide for your family and your children, may nothing get in your way. May God bless you and help you along your way. And to where this is going on, I don't mind going over one day and meeting all my fans in Myanmar and all around. Because I got fans all over. I think that'd be great. But I don't ever want to encounter this sort of a situation, not even in my own country. And unfortunately, I don't have the power or position yet to do anything about it. The more power and position I, rise up to, if I am to ever rise up to, you bet your tiny little butt I'm going to do something about it. Because I can't tell you how many times over and over and over, if you're going to pick up your family and leave where you know and call home, because it's just not good for you and you don't have enough food and so on. You need to go somewhere else to try and find a job and to have a roof over your head, and you just want to help your family. Being met with that kind of a resistance to take away your home and limit you financially, to take away your land and bulldoze your house down so you can't even have a roof over your head. Hey, government. And outside of a video, if I'm to ever meet you, I will tell you what's what, and it won't be with kind words. And I will swear in your face. I will use the F word and S word and all those bad words. And if I have to see people doing this, taking away land from someone that wants to have a better life, destroying their home so that they don't even get the opportunity to have a place to sleep at night, I'll punch you right in the face. To say the very least. So I don't think it would be very wise for me to go over to that government. I'll probably be put in prison for, really stepping up. So when it comes to this issue, this isn't just a Rohingya issue. This is going on all over the planet. Here I am in America, and we have one of the racist mother truckers that we could find. I think my president, and in the current time is 2017, I want him impeached. I want somebody to beat that pathetic mother trucker right into the ground. Is that a way of God? Yeah, because in the end, I think the benefit of, I think helping people is of God. And standing up to people that are just racist piles of crap, that is godlike. So I will do my God-given duty to stand up to my own personal president and punch him right in the face. And tell him how much of a pile of crap I think he is. And how he's not even worth the dog crap that I step in. Dog crap on the ground. Like actual poop coming out of a dog. I would rather step on that than touch that president of mine. Let alone the people in this area. If they want to come into your country or my own country and have a better life for their family and have food on their table for their family and a house to sleep in, how dare you take that away from them? How dare you be so pathetic and vile and disgusting, an absolute nasty, nasty example of a human being?